Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another Thursday night live stream. Yes, I had to check my phone there. Jumping back into Dragon Age. I wasn't sure what to play tonight, to be completely honest. And then I was like, you know what? I kind of want to play more Dragon Age. I was enjoying last night. I like mind puzzles like this. If you guys missed last night, we're in the Circle of Magi. We're in like a labyrinth. So, yeah. That's kind of our rough, this is what you miss. But also today we've got shenanigans with Unholy.
Hey.
Unholy's checking out the new Scum update. So, if things don't add up to what he's saying to what's going on in Dragon Age, this is why.
Oh yeah, what I'm saying definitely won't.
I found a truck! There's no trucks in Dragon Age. Okay, I was getting my ass handed to me last night when I opened the store, but
Now you're prepared.
well, it's more like kind of I have the right idea, I think. It was just execution was not working out too well.
Very well.
Because of the fact that I'm in the Circle of Magi here. Son of a... Every enemy I'm fighting when it comes to mages, they all know how to heal. Behind this one door that I gotta get through, there's a handful of mages. So I'm trying to pull a couple out so I can take them out so they're not all healing each other faster than I can hurt them.
What I'm hearing is you just need to hurt them faster. Oh my goodness, I think I found my next project vehicle. Ah, no I didn't, never mind.
Wait, did I just do that in such a way none of them came running after me? Did they just all fight each other?
Are you brave Sir Robin? Bravely running away?
As you say.
Hey, if the tactic works...
Good. Another down.
Like, I just had one run up to me, and he had like a quarter of his health left. I think I might have been able to trigger the battle, but not pull the aggro, and...
You triggered the battle, but not the war.
I mean... Yeah. See, I knew I had the right idea, just bad execution.
You said it, not me.
Again, this is where the third S comes in. Survival, simulation, stupidity.
So, good news, bad news.
Okay.
Good news, I found my last tire that I need. Bad news, whomever... Actually, I'm gonna come back and raid the crap out of this truck. So, bad news to whomever else wants a truck is that there's one here, but I'm about to steal most of the parts off of it. It has an engine though, so, you know. Got an engine, it's got an alternator and a battery, which I'm leaving those, I'm not taking those. And
Take what you need, right?
I think that's the only thing, maybe a door. I think it might have a door. Yeah, it has a door that I'm going to be swiping.
I like how I'm testing this out. Yeah, it is working. Yes, no, not quite the way I was thinking.
On the bright side, you can drive. Substantially better than I could a moment ago.
Okay, I've got a theory on how I'm going to do this. But basically, I gotta face tank it.
I am shocked.
Well, the mages seem to like, for some reason, casting Fireball.
That
If I stay in Burning Man form, I can't get hurt by fire. But I can't drink any health potions. And if I'm point blank out with them, when I cast it, I don't take any damage and they all do.
well, I mean, there you go.
So, yep, that worked. That worked very well.
I found a Glock.
Who knew? Fireball is explosive, but when you can't get hurt by it, and everyone else can,
I was gonna say, and all your friends can, and then they die and they get mad at you and don't want to fight Dungeons and Dragons anymore. I mean, what? How do I?
yeah, I'm just using the fireball tactic now. The Burning Man.
Thank you. It is time for this dream to come to an end.
They all
Thank you,
run
my
close to
strength.
me to fight.
Be of little
I
use
hit them in the
against
face with
demon
fireball. We
foes
all
here.
fall down.
Perhaps it will help in other realms.
When in
Find a
doubt,
way
cheese
to
it
kill
out.
all the demon lords to open the way to Sloth. Free us all from this nightmare.
Is it cheese or is it tactics?
One is the other.
Ooh, and now I've got form of Golem. Which means I should be able to get through all those doors that I couldn't get through before. Safety save. Now okay, I kind of like the form of a golem. I walked in a room, picked up a rock, and threw it in a mage's face.
Checks out. That sounds like something a golem would do.
And that's a way to open those doors. I literally just grab a boulder and chuck it at the door.
I'm the Kool-Aid man.
Okay. Ooh, there's one of those permanent stat increases.
This is now my door. No, don't attack me. It's not like a door. Yeah, nice and shiny. I have no driver's side view, doors, but I have both passenger side. Oh wait, there was at least one driver's side back in town. Crap.
I mean, priority to it should be getting all the wheels so you can just drive around and... Oh, I need that
I
part.
already did. Yeah, I already did. That was the wheel that I stole off of this one. So, in the little port town at the bottom left of D4, if you end up going on at some point, there is a truck there with no wheels, but it does have an engine. And it has a driver's seat. Oh, and I just... Never mind, I'm putting the passenger door back on that truck. I just stole it off because I just found one in another garage. So it does have a passenger door.
Nice. Oh, you...
Sure.
One of the things that irritates me is when things stun lock you.
Yeah. Yes, repair kit. Let's go. Or sewing kit, rather.
Because, yeah, basically there I walked into a room, and as I was switching forms because they were using shit like Fireball, and there was a couple magic users, they paralyzed me, and just, before I was even halfway through the paralyzation, chewed through my health.
Yeah, that happens.
Witherfang's fight was still the worst for that, though.
Yeah.
Part of my Deathloop problem was the mage I was fighting, using ice magic, would freeze my party, or my members, and just as they come out, don't even have a chance to finish a swing, and he refroze them.
Yeah, it's kind of inconvenient.
Like, couldn't even drink a healing potion or anything, like, do anything, because it was thud, freeze, thud, freeze, thud, freeze.
that so I can build a home.
This house is not a home.
I think I'm gonna build a little bit smaller than I did last time. Or at least I'm gonna start with a smaller section and then expand.
As I say, I feel like every time we play Scum, we sit there, oh, we're gonna do smaller races. And then...
I mean, the one I had prior, oh, generator, let's go, was ideal because it was the right size for my collection of all of the crap. That's the problem with collecting all the vehicles, right?
Yeah.
So I have a small generator now.
Yeah, you're definitely stronger in these forms, but you can't consume anything. Come on, health. Finish going up. That's the door I've died behind. Let's just safety save.
So you want a nice quick death loop?
It's also just the fact of redoing the same content over and over.
Find that fun.
I can handle it the first couple times, but when you start hitting the several hour mark on it, no. Ooh. That's a permanent dex increase. Those are always helpful. That's where I've gotta go, so let's go the opposite way.
Best be.
Hey, what are you doing? Gizmo.
Gizmo being a little shit again.
Yeah, he's on the arm of my chair, but he's sniffing around it. His treats is what he's sniffing around at.
He's like, you should be streaming. My people call for me.
Yeah, so people can send in more food. You guys don't understand how spoiled this cat is. Alright, well, Dunny Trejo is currently a firefighter.
Danny Trejo, firefighter extraordinaire.
Yeah. Except his version of firefighting is him punching the fire out with his fist or a machete.
That's he takes the word fighting literally.
Fighting, yeah, to a whole nother level.
Wait, was I in this room? No, I was not in this room. Mage, don't make me throw a rock at you. It's amazing how quickly a rock golem can clear out a room by just throwing a rock. I think I got my rock solid strategy.
Yeah.
Alright, let's head into here. Okay, so that's that one done, which now lets me get to a nightmare. Interesting. Actually, before I go there, because I want to go check that out, let's safety save. I'm not save scumming, I'm safety saving. There's a difference.
I'm not hearing much of a difference because your safety saves are every like 5 minutes.
The game is also unstable. A lot of times for me. Oh shit. I found a couple of my companions.
Away with you, I shall have no more of your pestering.
I am
Oh,
your
shit.
mother. Do you not love me?
You are as much my mother as my little finger right here is the Queen of Ferelden. I know you, Fade Spirit. You cannot fool me.
Are you more clever than your own dear mother? Surely such pride must be punished. There! That is for not showing respect.
That is far more like it, but it is too little too late, Spirit. 'Tis you at last. Come and rid me of this vexatious spirit. I weary of being prodded. 'Tis not plain to see? We are in the Fade, and this is a Fade spirit, and not my mother, despite its constant assertions.
She doesn't even acknowledge her own mother. My heart, it breaks.
Oh, slay it, and quickly! Even the true Flemeth was never as annoying as this.
Now you fall!
You cannot win!
Enough!
'Tis about time. That was most... Wait. What is this? No, not this again. I refuse.
Yeah, I don't think that's how that works, unfortunately.
What's that?
So I found Morgan, helped her defeat her spirit that was tormenting her, and after we were done, she started getting the effect of teleportation, and she's standing there. Ah, no, not this again. I refuse. Not how that works.
I mean, you can refuse. Just depends if the person teleporting you gives a damn or not.
I have this feeling they do not. I have a feeling their give a damn is broken.
I know them feels.
Okay, I think this area is completely cleared. I was informed also that if I want to be able to get all the permanent stat increases, I would have to go through each area like a couple times, basically as you get your other forms and unlocks other routes.
Alright, my plan is to... I don't know if I want to start building or if I want to just get some money for fuel and go and try to find a cruiser. I'm kind of leaning towards
Sounds about right. Start your collectathon before you build base.
I mean, yeah. Well, maybe not, because I'm going to need storage.
Oh. Shit. Son of... Fuck.
Get fuck, son of a...
No. Apparently they've changed how respawning works, and I was looking at chat, reading it, and I didn't keep an eye on my health.
Ow.
Away. Away with you. I shall have no more of your pestering.
I am your mother. Do you not love me?
You
So,
are as much
yeah.
my mother as my little finger
glad I
right here
could
is the
contribute
Queen of
to
Ferelden. I know you, Fade Spirit. You cannot
There's
fool
more
me.
Queen letting us
Are
know,
you
but
clever than
the
your own
new
dear
respawn
mother?
system.
Surely such
Why,
pride
let's
must
say
be
it.
punished. There! That is for not showing respect.
That is far more like it, but it is too little
She's
too
only got the
late,
option to
spirit.
respawn random.
'Tis you at last. Come and rid me of this vexatious spirit. I'm weary of being prodded.
Okay, they're prohibited right now, but who's to say that's not... That might also be a server setting, to be honest.
What's that?
'Tis not plain to see?
Select
We are in
and
the Fade,
spawn
and
at
this is a
shelter
Fade spirit,
currently
and
when
not
Queen just
my
died
mother, despite
is saying
its
prohibited.
constant assertions.
She doesn't even
She doesn't have a
acknowledge
shelter.
her own mother, my heart, it
Yeah, but even to
breaks.
select a
Oh,
sector
slay it,
is
and
prohibited.
quickly. Even the true Flemeth was
I wonder
never
if
as
it's got a rep
annoying as this.
thing now.
It might have a rep thing.
Another battle. Tis about time. That was most... Wait. What is this? No, not this again. I refuse.
Oh, I still like that. I refuse. You can refuse all you want. Doesn't mean it's gonna work. Oh, right.
Okay, so I've now got a small generator and an electric stove. I need to get...
Cooking?
Well, I have a bunch of the books, but I need to get a spot to actually do it.
We both know you're gonna set up under your telephone pole.
Probably. But it means I have to... Ooh, I also just found a phone. And a hard hat.
Even though that is the point on which I need to continue on from, I am going to run back in this one just to see if there's any more doors that I need the stone golem for. Yes, there was.
So I don't have batteries for the phone yet.
You know what? I'm glad I came back. That is definitely one of those increases that I want to get as many of them as I can.
Yeah.
Strength increase. Permanent strength increase.
You are strong.
Well, seeing that I am warrior that is using dual wielding, strength and dex is important to my build. Well, I say build like I have a plan. I don't ever plan that well.
Hadn't noticed. I thought that was an arrow for a second. I got excited.
"20-second cooldown." Okay. You know what? That was a pretty valid battle strategy. Open door by throwing rock. Start battle by throwing second rock.
Hey, as long as it works.
Hey, gamer. Not a whole lot's up. Me and Unholy are chilling. Yo. We're playing more Dragon Age, figuring our shit out. Only died a handful of times already.
Ish. I hate having to restart.
That was the wrong button.
That's biggest. The only thing I think I can miss about having my old base is all the food I had stockpiled.
Right.
Quickly, we must fight!
Also, to help with any confusion, there, gamer, Unholy is checking out the new Scum update. I debated it, but
You didn't want to have to start over from scratch.
well, it's more of the developers have a history of not completely fleshed out updates that tend to break things more than they fix.
Knock on wood, I have not come across any more bugs than normal.
Yeah. Well, I'm not saying this one would. It's just they have a history of it, so it's that whole, you know, the boy who cried wolf, essentially. They've put out enough bad updates that you kind of like, I'm gonna err on the side of caution.
Fair.
I say bad updates in quotation here. Because they weren't necessarily bad updates, they were just bug-ridden. Not gonna lie, was a little concerned on that slugfest. I thought I was gonna lose for a minute.
That'd be inconvenient.
Wouldn't it though? Oh, it's Alistair. I was like, which companion is this that's here?
Hey, it's great to see you again. I was just thinking about you. Isn't that a marvelous coincidence? This is my sister, Goldana. These are her children, and there's more about somewhere. We're one big happy family, at long last.
Time to break this man's reality.
Oh, that's what everyone says about their relatives. But I've never been happier.
I'm overjoyed to have my little brother back. I'll never let him out of my sight again.
I don't think I'll be coming. I don't want to spend my life fighting, only to end up dead in a pit along with rotting darkspawn corpses.
Well, Alistair, is your friend staying for supper?
Say you'll stay. Goldana's a great cook. Maybe she'll make her mince pie. You can, can't you?
Of course, dear brother. Anything for you.
Can I just slap Alistair upside the head?
I feel like that probably wouldn't be a good idea.
He's being a dumbass, though. Like, come on.
Let him have his delusion.
He wants to live with his sister.
I mean, a different time.
You're acting really strangely.
I'll say it's a good thing, but, you know, it's a different time.
All right, if it makes you happy. It's a little fuzzy. That's strange.
Alistair, come and have some tea.
No. Wait. I remember a tower.
Hey, my points until the silver
A
tongue
circle.
perk
It was
is,
under attack. There were
has come in
demons.
handy.
Finally paying off.
That's all I really remember.
I persuaded him to think about it, and he's like, oh, wait, yeah, things aren't adding up.
Are you saying this is a dream? But it's so real.
Of course it's real. Now wash up before supper and
Oh, I found another dead
Something
truck
doesn't feel quite right here.
that has a driver's
I-
seat.
I think I have to go.
Not particularly useful.
He is ours, and I'd rather see him dead than free. These things have unusual powers. Beware.
What's wrong with him?
Very well.
Never mind, the door. It had something useful.
Did it really?
It had a door.
Wow.
My truck is one step closer to finishing. I think I'm only missing a door now.
You just got a door, but you're still missing a door.
Yeah, I'm missing the driver's door. I have every other door.
I can't believe it. How did I not see this earlier?
I have 3 out of 4 doors.
Oh, I love the first thing after that fight of getting him free was, I can't believe it. How did I not see this earlier? We were sitting there telling you when you fought us on it. We were literally telling you this.
Yes, well, try not to tell everyone how easily fooled I was. Are we going now? Wait, where are you going? What's happening to me? Hey!
Know what? I didn't realize it when I first kind of made that decision. But I'm thinking Tank really fits Alistair. He's all bronze and no brains.
He's a particular case, that's for sure.
I'm not 100% sure if I got everything, but at this point I've probably got a good enough percentage of it that I'm not too concerned. After all, I'm not going for 100% here.
You'd always be going for 100%.
Okay, if I get 100%, that's nice, but I'm not gonna stress and spend 10 hours on a section because, you know, I haven't found every little thing.
Okay. Now I need to find parts for the cruiser. There was one in town. Oh, that's a long way.
Open sesame. Increase the magic. That's it. I've tried doing the whole like obsess over achievements
No, it's not
And-
achievements that I obsess over. It's just finding all the things.
and like
I
100%
don't give a
the
damn about
game and stuff
achievements.
like that, and I just, it's not me.
Oh yes.
And they all fall down.
And I hope the speedometer on this thing actually works.
You've been hoping for that for how many updates?
I mean specifically on the cruiser.
Okay, fair, but also, how many of the new vehicles have had that work?
I think the cars do, don't they?
Taste your fear, mortal!
I don't think so.
We'll find out. I hope it does. It'd be sad if it doesn't. Crap, that was the wrong seat. I don't care about the back seat. Let's look around here for
Plus one more strength.
nice.
And then technically, I could go and just fight like the inner circle, but let's go to this flare for my last companion.
Maker, forgive me. I failed them all. They died and I did not stop it. How can I disbelieve what I see, what I hear and smell and feel? Death. Can you not see it? It's all around us.
I can see it, I just don't believe it.
Why was I spared? If not to help them, what use is my life? Now that I have failed in the task that was given me, leave me to my grief. I shall bury their bones, scatter their ashes to the four winds, and mourn their passing, till I too am dead. Your blatant disregard for the souls of the dead strikes me as being utterly inappropriate. I do not know what you are trying to tell me. Why must you make this more painful? And where were you when this happened? I trusted you as an ally, and you were nowhere to be found.
And persuade.
I do not know what this will accomplish, but I will do this if it will satisfy you. It is difficult.
I'm a short
Focus.
dwarf warrior
Feels as
with a
though
silver
something
tongue,
is
apparently.
stopping me from concentrating.
Literally or
Never had so
figuratively?
much trouble.
My character is a
Perhaps
dwarf, and I've
some
got
time away from
level-
this place
Well,
will help me think
I figured
clearly.
that.
I've put a lot of my points between like the combat specialty and the silver tongue. Like for
Okay,
perk
so
points.
figuratively a silver tongue. He doesn't literally have a tongue made out of silver.
I mean, dwarf he could.
It's cool.
Don't leave us, Wynn. We don't want to be alone.
I feel like I might have to start going south rather than around the
Holy
mountain.
Maker, stay away, foul creature.
Well,
Stay,
I
Wynn.
think there's another
Sleep soundly in
That's
the
a little
comforting
truck. Yep.
embrace of the earth.
no alternator,
Do
but
not
you
fight
guys
it.
can figure that out in the event you need
Belong
it.
here with us.
As long as
No.
people don't go driving
No,
into
not yet.
Lakes.
It
lakes
is not
and
yet
rivers.
done. It is not time yet.
Come. Come away to your rest. It was not
You guys were the real MVPs.
Yeah. It happens.
I can't believe that you both did it. That's the thing
Is
that
it
got
over?
me. Like, after...
Thank the maker for you. Wait,
Mine was
One
the
did it.
worst.
where are you going?
Mine,
Yours was literally distracted driving.
yes, like... Woo! Because I've done all those little things on the side, I've went up a level! Yeah, well, I think we'll do that.
You know the one nice thing now, though? Is that I don't have to collect a half dozen cruisers, because I only need one. I can just change the color of it. Whereas before I used to have to find, like, 6 of the damn things.
Mm-hmm.
What do we have here? A rebellious minion? An escaped slave? My, but you do have some gall. But playtime is over. You all have to go back now.
Oh, here I am. And there you are. You just disappeared. Well, no matter.
You made a dangerous enemy, demon, by toying with my mind.
You will not hold us, demon. We found each other in this place, and you cannot stand against us.
If you go back quietly, I'll do better this time. I'll make you much happier.
Yeah, that line out of a demon sounds real fucking creepy. I'll
Nah,
make
it's
you
fine.
much happier.
I mean, if it was a female demon, you'd probably be okay with it.
It is not.
Just saying, that's sexist.
I think the first response though makes it even better. I'll make my own happiness, thank you.
Angelina Jolie? Or what? Pamela Henderson?
Can't you
Oh.
think about someone other than yourself? I'm
You do you, boo.
so very, very hurt. You wish
I guess that's kind of the point of that statement, isn't it?
You
You doing yourself.
Right?
You will learn to bow to your betters, mortal.
Let us end this.
Alright, well, now I'm forced to just keep driving and try to find a seat.
Too easy! Off me and you shall begin the honor. Straight them out.
Okay.
Let's make this
Duly noted.
Run while you can.
I can use my one ability and I stunned even my friend. Friendly fire is a thing in Dragon Age.
You cannot win.
We must have victory.
humanity and everyone's innocent and their fake boobs.
Your greatest nightmare.
I mean, Unholy is the one that brought her up there, Queen.
What?
Pamela Anderson. That.
I didn't say anything about her. I said Pamela Anderson, which is completely different. One is your hand, the other is that woman with massive fake breasts from the 80s. Completely different. And my response to that for the Queen is boobs. Because boobs. That's it. You don't need any other reason other than that.
Too easy.
Which, of course, just reminds me of like one joke or meme or however you want to label it of boobs. Proof that a guy can focus on two things at once.
Damn right. I relate to that comment. I just found a truck with no engine with 3 wheels.
Okay, so this fight's going to be all about changing forms, I guess?
Escaped slave? My.
Just adapt, improvise, overcome.
Well, it seems like kind of each one of his forms I have a counter form to.
Back now.
So.
Oh, here I am.
Go all Bear Grylls.
There you are.
You will.
If you go back quietly, how can't you think about someone other you?
Now we get our answer.
Are you gonna let me stand up here? God damn.
Oh no!
He's just trying to help you get down.
What? Down with the sickness.
If you want to get down one, I would recommend not. Plague didn't end well for anybody.
It's your time to shine.
Takes forever.
Light. Watch out.
All right, that's it.
Your greatest nightmare. your darkest dreams.
Take a while.
Right then.
Stop your drooling and stay with dignity, fool.
Just die already.
You know what's definitely safe is going down the side of the mountain with a motorcycle, right?
Yeah, sounds perfectly fine. Because you're driving, not me.
More games. Face me and die.
I mean, that's true on multiple levels. Who has sunk more vehicles into lakes?
Oh, this will be
Not this guy.
Shit. Of course that's on cooldown. Okay.
You need help?
run while you can.
Really need to change that message of the day.
Oh, did it reset again?
No, it's still what I set it to. That's the problem.
Oh. Yeah. Okay, so... Actually, that wasn't a... I just got unlucky and fell right off the bat.
What do we have but... If you go back quietly...
The guy's just
can't
old, he's
you
fallen and he
think
can't
about
get up.
some new-
Too easy.
Right then.
Now we get our hands
Crap, I was right at the Bethel quests.
Let's make this quick.
I mean, it more comes down to the whole lines of... I'm probably the group's better damage dealer. Mainly because the
Just die already.
AI, even for this time, is something to be,
Mediocre at best.
more or less, the way the AI would
No mercy.
best be described as like writing lines of code for their brain. Because it's very much a section that you go into that is, if this, do this.
Greatest strike
It's set up like a primitive version of like the Final Fantasy AI system where you can pause combat and spew commands.
Right. Let's go.
Yeah. Yeah, that would work as a shifter too, I guess. Like, honestly, I almost feel like this would play better if it was a turn-based.
It's your time to die.
Ask Larian to get on it. Actually, no, don't ask him to get on it because I want them to do a Fallout game.
Maker.
Too easy.
I'm glad I got those sewing kits because I need to keep repairing my boots.
Oh.
Do I need to run? So basically, I had to go into the snow to get to finish building my bike because it was from D1. No, C2. I think it was near where we got your first truck last time. Anyways, I picked it up there, but I've been like driving it down the road, then I run back and grab the truck and drive it down the road.
Nothing like a brush with death. To make
There we
you
go. That time I won.
Not like death much.
You defeated
Yeah.
the demon. I never thought I never expected you to free yourself. To free us both. When you return, take the litany of Adrala from my body. It will protect you from the worst of the blood magic. I cannot go with you. I have been here far too long. For you, it will have been an afternoon's nap. Your body won't have wasted away in the real world while your spirit lays in the hands of a demon. Every minute I was here, the sloth demon was feeding off of me, using my life to fuel the nightmares of this realm. There is so little of me left. I was never meant to save the Circle, or survive its troubles. I am dying. It is as simple as that. Thank you, but it is too late for me. I do not fear what may come. They say we return to the Maker in death, and that isn't such a terrible thing. My only regret is that I could not save the Circle. But you,
I actually like the way the cruiser handles compared to the dirt bike.
take the litany off my body when you return. It is important. I'm not a hero. Perhaps trying to be one was foolish.
I mean, maybe the dirt bike handles differently?
Maybe if they changed it, but it would make sense that the cruiser would handle a little like it's heavier than...
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's it, right? I'm erring on the side of they did work on just the way bikes handled in general, but it could just be the weight of the bike.
It is time for us both to be on our way. Remember the litany of
Maybe
Adrala.
saddlebags for it.
The Circle is all that matters now. Thank you, and goodbye, friend.
Woo! We did the thing.
Did you?
Yeah, I walked into a room, spoke to a demon, ended up in another dimension, and kicked that demon's ass. So, yeah.
Good job.
Now back to trying to save the Circle of Magi.
Yeah, they had their time.
I have this strange feeling that I'm not gonna like the end, what they're probably gonna want me to do at the end. Because Morgan, who is with me, is a Witch of the Wilds, and those are not exactly things they like, so they will probably want me to make her a tranquil. I'm not gonna do that. Because
You know, it doesn't surprise me that you really like Morrigan, but it does make me slightly happier.
I don't like how characters are that are tranquil. It wouldn't matter if I cared for Morgan's character or not. It's the fact of they're basically becoming a husk.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of those things where, to me, becoming tranquil is a fate worse than death.
Yeah. Only because you're an edgy motherfucker.
And then, of course, there's just Morgan's wit and smartass comments.
Uh-huh.
If she went tranquil, you would lose that.
Uh-huh.
I just walked into a room and it's full of dragonlings.
Won the day.
What were the Circle of Magi doing with baby dragons?
What does everyone want to do with baby dragons? Have them some goddamn baby dragons.
I guess, but... And also, if the babies are here, where's the mother?
Don't worry about it.
So be it.
Very well. It is begun.
At least the room full of baby dragons was better than the fight with the full-grown dragon.
Shocking.
As you say.
Killed all the young ones.
I just pulled an Anakin, it's fine.
And stay down.
Poor little dragons. Never had a chance.
Oh, dark jokes. Dark jokes. Mind you, with the way society is going, I feel like people aren't gonna get that joke for much longer.
Eh. Fine. Oh, is this bigger than... Oh, it is.
Very well.
Bigger backpack!
Sparklies!
I shall do.
This is not going well.
Why not?
Big motherfucker keeps casting fireball. And because I'm out of the Fade dimension, I don't have the form, so I'm not immune to fireball anymore.
Welcome to the real world, asshole. Something like that.
Yeah, it's a fire hurts again.
Okay, done with you now. Just die already.
Alistair just needs to roll enough hits. That's fine.
that's actually the main character.
Well, you probably don't remember this point because, like you said, you played it back when it came out. But I love the fact of Morgan at the beginning. It's just like, Alistair, why do you refer to this new recruit to give you directions? Are you not the senior?
Yeah, it's fine.
It's a guy.
He just pretty much turns around and is like, what? Do you want to hear the fact that I don't like to lead?
Is that all?
Which, I mean, I can't blame him.
I shall do it.
Last thing I want to do is be like a manager.
Tis you.
Because let's face it, once you become like a manager or something like that, you don't have very many people above you to go like, hey, what do I do?
No, you just do it.
This trick again? I know what you are. It won't work. I will stay strong.
How that works.
The boy is
No way to
exhausted.
do it other than to do it.
And this cage, I've never seen anything like it. Rest easy. Help is here.
Ugh. Enough visions. If anything in you is human, kill me now and stop this game. You broke the others, but I will stay strong for my
Rice.
sake. For theirs. Filthy blood mages getting in my head.
I'm pretty sure I have a book on Rice.
I will not break. I'd rather die. What others? What are you talking about?
Irving and the other mages who fought Aldred. Where are they?
They are in the harrowing chamber. The sounds coming up from there. Omega.
We must hurry. They are in grave danger, I am sure of it.
You can't save them.
Did you tell Queen that the
You don't
sleeper
know what
zombies
they've
are back?
become.
Or puppets?
No.
Let her just wander into them?
They've been surrounded by blood mages whose wicked fingers
I approve.
sneak into your mind and corrupt your
I mean-
thoughts.
His hatred of mages is so intense. The memory of his friends' deaths is still fresh in his mind.
It's one of those.
You have to end it now, before it's too late.
So, it might have just been a one-off. It might be a variety thing.
No, like they've reintroduced them. They've been brought back into the game.
Oh, like that's in the notes?
Yes. I've encountered lots of them already.
Shit, okay.
To ensure this horror is ended, to guarantee that no abominations or blood mages live, you must kill everyone.
You might jump
up there.
into somewhere, say, oh, there's only one there, and suddenly there's 3.
This could be interesting. This Templar is literally saying, let no one live.
Thank you. I knew you would make a rational decision.
Rational? How is this rational? Do you understand the danger?
I know full well of the dangers of magic, but killing innocents because they might be Maleficarum is not justice. I know you are angry.
You know nothing. I am thinking about the future of the Circle, of Ferelden. I am just willing to see the painful truth, which you are content to ignore. Ah, but what can I do?
Greetings.
As you can see, I am in no position to directly influence your actions, though I would love to deal with the mages myself.
No, dude, you don't want to deal with the mages yourself. You want to murder them all.
I would argue that's dealing with them. Once and for all.
Yes, but he's going the route of everyone is guilty, where I'm bringing up the side of not everyone is, therefore let's not kill everyone.
Only kill half. Maybe 3/4, just to be on the safe side.
Don't waste time on me. Deal with Uldred. If that is what you plan to do, once he is dead, I will be freed. No one ever listens. Not until it's far too late. Maker turn his gaze on you. I hope your compassion hasn't doomed us all.
Well, if there was going to be a time that I end up in a death loop in here, sounds like this will be it.
Why?
Because it wasn't until the end of the elves that I ended up in a death loop, and this sounds like it's the final battle of the Circle of Magi. So...
yeah, you'll be fine.
Do you accept the gift that I offer?
Okay, so I'm going to stick Lex Luthor's head on a pike. I like how my character just casually walks up like, hi, what's going on?
Intruder, I bid you welcome.
YouTube, why is your chat having issues again today? We're to join her. No, I don't care to join you.
Join what?
Buddy here that's trying to take over the tower and forcibly mutating people, basically. It's like, join us? No!
I say sterilize the tower.
Very observant. I'm quite impressed you're still alive. Unfortunately, that must mean you killed my servants. Oh, well, they are probably better off dying in the service of their betters than living with the terrible responsibility of independence. And freeing them in the process. A mage is but the larval form of something greater. Your chantry vilifies us, calls us abominations, when we have truly reached our full potential. Look at them. The chantry has them convinced. They deny themselves the pleasure of becoming something glorious.
You're mad. There's nothing glorious about what you've become, Uldred.
Uldred? He is gone. I am Uldred, and yet not Uldred.
Ah, there we go. There's the phone.
I am more than he was. I could give you this gift to win. You and all the mages. It would be so much easier if you just accepted it. But some
How do we
people
use a
can be
phone?
So stubborn.
I don't know. Well, I don't know how to use the new one in Scum. This guy's also has definitely had the power go to his head.
Work for hire. Our outpost is looking for help. Visit me at the general goods store and see what jobs we have to offer.
So is that like at a
C2.
certain vendor, or is it any of them?
Yeah, it's the one in C2.
Okay.
That's mission accepted. It will appear in your journal.
Must.
Okay.
It will just make my victory all the sweeter.
Don't forget the litany. It will
So now I
thwart
can
Uldred's
turn it
attempts
off.
to control the mages and win this fight for us.
Now we get our hands dirty.
Yeah, I'm just gonna leave my truck with this for now.
Oh, that's what I'm supposed to use the weapon. Now I see. You know what? If I fail this first attempt, it's fine.
Is it?
Well, because I was unaware of how this one piece item was going to work, and therefore I used it at the wrong time.
Right then.
Alright. Well, my truck is no longer like yellow, but I don't like this color. I think I'm gonna go to the white again that I had in the last one.
He's doing something to the major.
For a drive
And because my main character. Oh. No, it wasn't because he's doing something. Because my main character was down, it's the fact that just that one was paralyzed. Basically, if I use this item, it interrupts his spell, which essentially turns the other mages that are trapped in the arena from also being turned into abominations, therefore giving him more minions.
Let us end this.
Use the litany.
There it is.
On it. Very well.
Alistair, you're not supposed to be eating the steel, so why are you tasting it? Or yeah, why are you trying to nom on your own weapon?
Looked good.
Off I go. All right.
You know what? I'm impressed with myself on that one. First try, even with that not understanding the mechanic quite off the bat.
I'm sorry. I was not able
Good
to
job.
Maker, I'm too old for this.
Irving, are you all right?
I've been better.
Drive up a
But
sketchy
I
mountain
am
again.
thankful to be alive. I suppose that is your doing, isn't it, Wynn?
I wasn't alone. I had help.
The Circle owes both of you a debt we will never be able to repay. Come. The Templars await. We shall let them know that the tower is once again ours.
Funny you bring up the Circle has a debt with me, because I also got this piece of paper saying that you'll come and help me in the case of a blight.
Thank you for listening.
I'll need you to guide me down the stairs. Ugh, curse whoever insisted the Circle be housed in a tower.
Old man bitching about going downstairs.
Irving? Maker's breath. I did not expect to see you alive.
It is over, Gregor. Uldred is
this is convenient.
Uldred tortured these mages, hoping to break their wills and turn them into abominations. We don't know how many of them have turned.
What? Don't be ridiculous.
How do I turn this mission
Of course
in?
he'll say that. He might be a blood mage. Don't you know what they did? I won't let this happen again.
I am the Knight Commander here, not you.
Oh, like, is it done? Oh, it auto-completes when you talk to him. Okay.
We have won back the tower. I will accept Irving's assurance that all is well.
But they may have demons within them, lying dormant, lying in wait.
Enough. I have already made my decision. Thank you. You have proven yourself a friend of both the Circle and the Templars.
Woo! Sounds like we've both recruited the Templars and the Circle.
I promised you aid, but with the Circle restored, my duty is to watch the mages. They are free to help you, however. Speak to them. Yes, Irving. For now, I will have to oversee a sweep of the tower. There may be some survivors, and we should do our best to tend to them. Please excuse me. And Irving, it is good to have you back.
Ah, I'm sure we'll be at each other's throats again in no time. Here we are, the tower in disarray, the Circle nearly annihilated. Oh, it could have been much, much worse. I am glad you arrived when you did. It's almost as though the Maker himself sent you. The least we can do is help you against the Darkspawn. I would hate to survive this, only to be overcome by the Blight. You have my word. As first enchanter,
Woo!
The Circle will join the Grey Wardens.
Second group recruited.
Irving, I have a request. I seek leave to follow the Grey Warden.
When we need you here, the Circle needs you.
I appreciate the sentiment, Irving. But the Circle will do fine without me. The Circle has you. This man is brave and good, and capable of great things. If he will accept my help, I will help him accomplish his goals.
You were never one to stay in the tower when there was adventure to be had elsewhere.
Why stay when I can be of service elsewhere?
Then I give you leave to follow the Grey Warden. But know that you always have a place here. There is much to be done here, and I must go. You must forgive me for not being a proper host. When the time comes, we will stand beside you.
God damn it. Okay. Okay. The first enchanter is Canadian.
Why?
He's sitting there after being held hostage and tortured and that, apologizing for not being a proper host.
You really killed all those
I don't know if that's quite right.
I didn't think it was possible. I thought we'd all die here. I'm sure you need supplies after that, don't you?
It's the fact of just him sitting there apologizing for something like that. It's, dude! What? Oh. Sell that. I want to hold on to that. That can go. Okay.
All right,
hold on
I
to
bought
that.
a backpack.
But won't that detract from your lootathon?
No, it's gonna add to it because now I can actually carry shit instead of this shitty little backpack.
Oh, I'm aware. It's just more of the fact of you usually sit there. I don't want to buy anything because that'll
Oh yeah,
detract.
you're right. I try not to, but the reality of the matter is that I keep finding stuff, but I don't have room to carry it. So this is my solution.
Yeah. Which, I mean, makes sense. Sell all of these because I am refusing to use the gift mechanic. So I just use them as a little extra money. Oh god, I don't think I'm ever gonna get to that level of money in the playthrough.
Why not?
This one staff costs 128 gold pieces.
Yeah, why would you don't use a staff?
But I can put the staff on my mages who do use a staff.
Nah, screw that.
Okay, so now we make our solid save. Okay, so now where do I go?
I told you I'd have to kill you. Ooh, gun holster.
I think that's the place I need to stay away from because that takes me to essentially the end game.
Not ready for the end game yet?
Well, it's... From what I was understanding, if I go to the capital where the guy that betrayed us in the first battle is and kind of taken over, it locks you into the series of events that take you to the end.
I couldn't speak to it one way or the other. I do not remember.
That's the way I'm kind of understanding it anyways. So...
Could be.
Sire, I have more news. Yes. Well, it seems that the fighting has gone
Enough.
exactly as you...
I would like to know what you intend to accomplish, Father. Should we not be fighting the Darkspawn instead of each other?
The nobility should be brought into line and then the Darkspawn defeated. This is no true blight, Anora. Only Kaelin's vanity demanded it be so.
Beg pardon, sire. But blight or no,
I
we
feel
may
like
not
they've
have the
changed
manpower to
the
face the Darkspawn
detection
soon.
Kalen
of
approached
puppets.
your legions for support, did he
Never!
not?
Marek and I drove those
They don't
bastards
detect
out.
you from as far as
Not
they used
roll
to.
out the welcome for them now.
We need help, Father. We cannot deal with this crisis alone.
Ferelden will stand on its own. I will lead it through this.
Oh, nice.
Aurora.
I just
You
found
must
my
have faith
my
in me.
starter
Did you
gun.
kill Kalen?
Kalen's death was his own doing.
Oh.
38.
Buddy's daughter's catching on. Buddy's daughter just turned around and went, "Did you kill the king?" Which technically he didn't. He just, when the flare was
We
sent
need
for
help. They attacked the
their,
wagon. Please help us. Follow me. I'll take you to them.
his men to move in, he went, "Fuck you guys.
I'm good, thanks."
Yeah, sound the retreat." So, I mean, he didn't technically kill him, but...
So I definitely didn't just find a stun grenade, by the way.
Uh-huh.
The Grey Warden dies here.
One, two, three, four, five, six, 7, 8.
I need an axe. Or a chainsaw.
God damn it, I hate fights like this.
What's that?
There's 4 of us, there's 11 of them.
Sounds like even odds.
If the AI was alright, maybe.
No, they the 3 of them can take on 1 enemy. You got the rest.
As I'm instantly paralyzed.
Well, good how stronger fire.
No, they casted Paralyze on me.
Uh-oh. 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 Positive becoming activism. You little giggly so-and-so. Is it underneath?
I am armed.
Okay. Right.
No, it's up top. That's even more inconvenient.
The nicest part is our newest mage that we just recruited from the circle actually knows a bunch more healing magic.
Hopefully I won't need it. Love the noise.
More like she sits there and we get knocked down and she gets us back up again.
And then you get knocked down again.
Miss!
So no, explosive puppets are definitely still a thing.
It has begun.
Did you just have one blow up in your face?
No, not in my face. I was prepared. That's why I just found a peacekeeper and I had a couple of rounds on me for it, so.
Oh, what?
It saved me. Gizmo, it's a toothpick. You can't eat it.
Or not wake up at all, as the case may be. But I see you haven't killed me yet.
No, I'd be very sad if that thing exploded on me because my backpack that I just got would have gone to bits.
Ah, so I am to be interrogated. Let me save you some time. My name is Zevran. Zev to my friends. I am a member of the Antivan Crows, brought here for the sole purpose of slaying any surviving Grey Wardens, which I have failed at, sadly.
I like how this guy's like, I've been brought here to kill any surviving Grey Wardens, which I have failed at, sadly. First response, I'm rather happy you failed. Being a Grey Warden.
So would I be in your shoes. For me, however, it sets a rather poor precedent, doesn't it? Getting captured by a target seems a tad detrimental to one's budding assassin career. Yes, it's true. Too bad for me.
This elf is a crow. That makes sense. They are an order of assassins out of Antiva. I understand they almost run that nation, and are hired only at great expense.
What am I gonna do with that?
Quite right. I'm surprised you
Just
haven't
hang on to
heard
it
much
for
of the
now.
crows out here. Back where I come from, we're rather infamous. Oh, fine. Is that what you Fereldans do? Mock your prisoners? Such cruelty.
Oh. Son of a... This is fine. I'm not upset. You're upset.
A rather taciturn fellow in the capital.
Did you get
Logan, I
blown
think
up?
his name was.
No.
Yes, that's it.
I just bought a big-ass backpack, right?
And you found one.
Uh-huh.
I wasn't paid anything. The crows, however, were paid quite handsomely, or so I understand. Which does make me about as poor as a chantry mouse, come to
Fine,
think
I
of
have a
it.
backup. I'm not
Being an
going to
Antivan
be
crow
sad
isn't
that I
for
have
the
a backup
ambitious, to be perfectly
backpack
honest.
now. The other thing that I
Well,
found that I was happy
aside
with,
from a
that
distinct
I
lack of
don't know
ambition,
why
I
I'm happy,
suppose it's
because I
because I
can't.
wasn't
There's
given
no
much
way
of
in
a
hell I
choice.
can use it
The
anytime
crows
soon.
bought me young.
But I found
It was
a
bargain,
scar.
too, or so I'm led to believe. But don't let my sad story influence you. The crows aren't so bad.
Oh, an obese
They
bag.
keep one well
That's
supplied.
useful, actually.
Wine, women,
Gives me some more
men,
stuff. Gizmo,
whatever you happen to
cute.
fancy. Though the whole severance package is garbage, let me tell you. If you're considering joining, I'd really think twice about it.
I'm willing to donate the school backpack to some cause of someone else, but I'm not giving away my backup backpack until I get another one.
You seem like a bright lad. I'm sure you've other options.
Because I know that I'm going to get exploded at some point.
I have no idea what his issues are with you. The
Or
usual,
at least
I imagine,
shot.
you threaten his power, yes?
Probably whenever
Beyond
I go
that,
to the military
no, I'm
base.
not loyal to him. I was contracted to perform a service. Oh, well, that's between
I usually
Logan and the
have at
crows,
least one
and
death to
between the
trying
crows
to like
and myself.
relearn the path.
Isn't that what we're establishing now?
Especially because I'm not great at it yet.
I wasn't. If I had succeeded, I would have returned home and the crows would have informed your Logain of the results, if he didn't already know. If I had failed, I would be dead, or I should be, at least as far as the crows are concerned. No need to see Logain then.
I was encouraging Queen to try and go into the bunker on her game, though.
What can I say, huh? I am an eternal
Yeah.
optimist. Although the chances of succeeding
Well,
at
she
this
said she
point
wasn't
seem a
finding
bit
loot,
slim,
so I told
don't
her
they?
it's a good place to find loot. Not wrong.
No.
No, I don't suppose you'd find that funny, would you? Why not? I wasn't paid for silence. Not that I offered it for sale, precisely. Loyalty is an interesting concept. If you wish, and you're done interrogating me, we can discuss it further.
Am I about to get the guy that tried to assassinate me as a party member?
Well, here's the thing. I failed to kill you, so my life is forfeit. That's how it works. If you don't kill me, the crows will. Thing is, I like living.
That depends. Do you
And
want that guy
obviously are
to
the
be a
sort
party
give the
member?
crow's paws, so let me serve you instead.
I mean, he's a bad assassin, but I mean, when you're talking about a fight like the Blight, probably every blade helps.
I happen to be a very loyal person, up until the point where someone expects me to die for failing. That's not a fault, really, is it? I mean, unless you're the sort who would do the same thing, in which case I don't come very well recommended, I suppose.
I'm sure that'll encourage him to join you. By saying, like, I don't like you, you're bad at your job, but why not?
I mean, he set up a good ambush, and it almost worked. It's one of those things where, you know, good planning, good idea, bad execution.
What? You're taking the assassin with us now? Does that really seem like a good idea?
Alistair, you have no brains to... Instantly, Alistair's just like, wait, we're doing what?
All right. I see your point. Still, if there was a sign we were desperate, I think it just knocked on the door and said hello.
A fine plan. But I would examine your food and drink far more closely from now on, were I you.
That's excellent advice for anyone. I hereby pledge my oath of loyalty to you until such a time as you choose to release me from it. I am your man, without reservation. This I swear.
And I mean, there could be an argument made off the grounds of that, you know, he did good recon gathering. He was able to find out where we are going, set up an ambush, and attempt to execute it. So, if nothing else, recruiting him could have its usage just in the fact of infiltrating and information gathering.
There you go.
It has begun.
Alright, so I now have a small axe with which to build my base.
One of many.
No, I literally only have one. I've only found one. But I do have a sharpening stone with some durability left, so my plan is to just repair it for as long as I can. Not a great strategy, I know, but...
I mean, I just recruited a failed assassin.
Yeah, well, my idea is less likely to backfire and kill me.
Stab you in the back?
No, I'm not going to say that because that's bad. You should feel bad.
I mean, theoretically, if this is where I think it is, I'm literally heading back to the place I was banished from at the start of the game.
Seems legit.
Our time already. No gain
Holy crap, those bounty hunters melted my health there real quick.
Holy crap, we can put more weapon things now.
Oh? know what?
Oh, you need to restart the server for it to take effect.
Oh, like they added server settings to increase the number
Yeah.
of like. Nice.
Weapon rack max per flag, and wall weapon racks per flag. The only problem is I'm not going to put it too high, because if we put it too high, we're going to run into issues with server lag.
Are you sure I can't interest you in this hat? A pair of earrings?
So weapon racks, I'm
A
going to
cheese
say
knife?
like per flag, 3. And wall weapon racks.
Well, because wasn't that per clan
It was per
before?
group before. Yeah, it was per group.
I'm sure you'll be pleased with the goods my boy and I have collected.
How many are you and
with your
Revbook?
discount.
Are you guys building together again? Or are you going to if you
I
play?
Don't know.
Then you know what? I'll set it to 4 of each. That way you can both have 2 if you do build together.
Yeah. I mean,
Again, I'll have to
sounds...
restart the server after.
Yeah.
That's cool. I didn't know that was a thing.
Spell resistance. Frost, lightning. Did we get any better runes yet?
Enchantment? Enchantment!
But I gotta do that to Alistair's sword, 'cause that sounds like it might be beneficial. I gotta find some more gear with sockets.
Yes,
Yes.
Yep.
indeed.
Okay, now that I remember to stop in that camp to get rid of all those debuffs.
My blood.
I am ready. Move faster.
There, I even made the serf message something nicer.
Did you know? Did you really?
Yep.
And what would that be?
Well, you'll see.
Now we get our hands dirty.
Now that I've got the two ones that attack from far down, this might go better. Yeah, technically it went better.
That was rather unpleasant, wasn't it?
Let's go with that for that.
How many doors did I have set up to drive into on the last one? Do you remember?
I think you had 4 doors. Worst case scenario, you can always add more door.
Bad, okay. Rock takes 1. Oh, it's gonna need to be wider. Shit. I was gonna build a smaller base this time. I really was planning on building a smaller base. Oh, right, I can't do what I want to do there.
Oh no, I'm thinking.
Is that gonna be? Yeah, it is. Cool.
Yeah, that's okay. That's. I'm gonna do one of those with that though. There we go. Okay.
I paid a ransom for a trade permit. They can't do this.
May the ancestors protect us all.
Perhaps there'll be better... This is madness. They can't just shut down the city.
Thank the Maker, my brother and his family made it out of Lothering. He said that the Darkspawn attacked it the very next day.
The Darkspawn took Lothering, did they?
I don't know. I expect so, since there was no one there to stop them.
Well, it won't be much longer until the monarchs get here.
They need a king to decide who buys clothes? This is ridiculous.
Alistair, what's this?
It's a sock?
It's a filthy sock. How
You
did
know,
it
one
find
nice
its way
thing about
to
us
my
it
bedroll?
being a soft wipe
Maybe it
and us
likes
getting
you.
to keep our
Socks are
character
sneaky
is
like
that
that.
my engineering
it's
is
not mine.
maxed out.
It has your name stitched on it.
Oh, part of Templar training back
takes
at the
less
country.
to build
the men
stuff.
were always getting their socks mixed up. Anyway, sorry about that. I'll take it from you right now. One of my socks is feeling a little damp anyway. A change would be nice.
You're going to put it on? It's filthy.
And dry. We're not exactly traveling in the lap of luxury here.
What hideous habits you've picked up.
Oh, you wish to talk to me? Truly, it's a courtesy for one so well-armed to notice a lowly merchant. It's not your business, but like my father, I was born on the surface. We never had a caste to leave. The Assembly says we've turned our back on the stone, but they still use the goods we bring. Hypocrites. Maybe it'll change by the time my children are grown. Twice a year, I'm confined to a trade stall in the Commons, but I see enough. It's very closed in. My grandfather says I've lost my stone sense. I was born topside. I don't remember having it. Best of luck to you.
Hey, he deals with sets up shop in the common area. That's where I came from.
King Loghain will not suffer the delay.
Vieta, this land is held in trust for the sovereign dwarven kings. I cannot allow entry at this time.
King Loghain demands the allegiance of the Desher, or lords, or whatever you call them in your assembly. I am his appointed messenger.
I don't care if you're the king's wiper. Orzammar will have none but its own until our throne is settled. Any dwarf who chooses to walk topside chooses to be excluded.
You better not let some pissant in after refusing Loghain's messenger.
Wait, look at me. You're the brand who dishonored the Proving. Trust you to be ignorant of our tragedy. Orzammar has no king. Endrin Idukan returned to the stone not 3 weeks ago, sick over the loss of his sons. The Assembly has gone through a dozen votes without agreeing on a successor. If it is not settled soon, we risk a civil war.
I like how I get to the doors. They're just like, no, you can't come in. Wait a minute. You're the guy who fucking infiltrated the thing.
The
You're the guy who
killed
did
King
the thing and the
Cailan and
stuff?
nearly doomed Ferelden. They're sworn enemies of King Loghain.
Well, that is the Royal Seal. That means only the Assembly is authorized to address it. Grey Warden, you may pass.
You're letting in a traitor? And
Well,
what was
it's-
that you said? A filthy brand? In the name of King Loghain, I demand that
I
you
think the
execute
best way I
this
can
stain on the honor of Ferelden.
the best I can describe it is because I'm casteless. I was a commoner of the dwarves. The dwarves in Dragon Age, only the nobles can be knights and warriors, and I infiltrated a gladiator battle to rig a match originally, but because the guy was piss-ass drunk, I put on his armor and fought under his name, and kicked everyone's ass. They're a little more than annoyed with me.
This is my shock face.
You'll hear of this. King Loghain will see you quartered.
You are free to enter Orzammar, Grey Warden. Though I don't know what help you will find.
I'm home.
A trust follow, Warden. Your
How
arrival is a mixed
magnificent.
blessing. Your
These
return
must
is
be the
not
statues of the
celebrated,
Dwarven
but we must
paragons.
respect your new role.
First guard I see inside the doors. Your return is not celebrated, but we must respect your new role.
Now that's a thing of beauty, daughter. If you work hard like Branka, all Orzammar will know your name.
Mother, I don't want to be like her.
Wynne,
Yes, Alistair?
my shirt has a hole in it.
I see. And?
Can you mend it when we get back to camp?
Can't you mend your own clothes? Why do I have to do it?
Sometimes I pick up too much fabric and it ends up all puckered and the entire garment hangs wrong afterward. And you're, you know, grandmotherly. Grandmothers do that sort of thing, don't they? Darning socks and whatnot. Don't want me to have to fight Darkspawn in a shirt with a hole, do you? It might get bigger. I might catch a cold.
Oh, all right. I'll mend your shirt the next time we set up camp.
God
Ooh,
damn it,
while you're at
Alistair.
Those kind of need patching too.
Careful, young man. Or puckered garments may be the least of your problems.
I love the conversation between the characters sometimes.
So, tell me, how did you become a Grey Warden? I have learned a little of the strict caste system of the dwarves. And
Alistair's
I apologize
literally
for
just
saying this, but it
told
seems
one of
terribly
our
bad.
newest recruits,
Regardless of what
the
happened
mage
in
we
your past,
recruited from the circle,
I am glad you found
a
place
grandmotherly
as
person,
I'm sure you are too.
and was sucking up to her essentially to get his shirt patched.
Seems about right.
Sometimes it gives me comfort to think that
I
everything
mean, hey,
will
he
end
doesn't
up the
want
way
to
it's supposed
have
to.
a holy shirt. I
That
can
it will be
respect
all right.
that.
You were
His
chosen.
argument was
You
the fact
survived the joining
that
when others did not.
when she
Perhaps
asked him,
it was
couldn't he
meant
do
to
it
be.
himself, that he doesn't do it well, and sometimes gets too much fabric so it bunches.
At least he knows his shortcomings.
Yeah. This is gonna be
It is the
great.
Assembly who makes a king, and a king who nominates his successor. None of it is carried in the blood.
Or, as now, when someone tries using the Assembly to pull a coup. Who's to say what my father said in his final hours, when the usurper Harrowmont was the only one by his side?
I'll have you thrown in prison.
You've bitten off more than you can chew!
Handlers, separate these dashers in the Diamond Quarter. I will not have Balin incite a riot.
Do not speak that way about the man who should be king!
Well, that's a welcome home party.
Literally or figuratively?
I literally walked in the door, and apparently the dwarf that's supposed to be king, and the council that makes decisions were arguing over who should be king, because apparently when the last king died, only one person was in the room, and therefore they're questioning what they even say. And when one of the guys went, okay, let's separate these two, the bodyguard murdered the guy. Right.
Seems alright.
For a tiny
Well, I'll
people,
separate
they
him, alright. I'll
certainly build
separate
high
him from
ceilings.
his life.
Ancestors, guard my son, for he is lost in darkness. Mothers, keep him safe, for you know what... I'm sorry. Did you have an offering for the ancestors? I can move aside. I don't have much to bring them. My name is Vilda, widow of Turok of the Smith
Just
Castle.
building in this.
I pray here every day for my son, Ruck. I only wish I knew whether I should
Rev
be
is gonna be
asking
sad.
for a safe return or
Ow.
for the ancestors to
His
accept
fancy
his
house is
soul.
gone.
It was 5 years ago.
You had
He
a
was
nice
only
spot.
a youngster. He joined a deep
And both of
roots
you did. You
excursion.
both put
The
quite a
only
bit of work
smith
into
to
it.
go with the warriors to repair their arms. He was so proud, but he got
No?
separated somehow. When they came home, he wasn't with them. How? There is no way except to brave the deep roads yourself. Warden. So you could do it. Only wardens face the deep roads without a company backing them. Oh, thank you. The ancestors finally heed my prayers.
Take heart, good Widow Filda. We'll do our best.
Please, find me as soon as you return.
I do not even want to think from what manner of substance a cave-dwelling people would create their spirits.
I have a place to go. I have priorities. There's a...
Another battle line. You will run to fear me.
Let us end this.
Another battle line.
Quickly, we must fight!
You cannot win.
Because in a situation like this, of returning home after being banished, I would figure logic dictates first order of business would be return home, check on the family.
Ah, screw that. They're fine.
I mean, kind of on our way out the door, we murdered the thug that was kind of had us under his thumb. In a sense, the whole family, our whole family. So he had a bet placed for the guy that we impersonated to win, which when it was discovered we donned his armor, put a big light on him, an investigation on him. So he wasn't happy, locked us up in his own personal prison and was going to kill us. But we kind of killed him first.
Yeah, as you do.
I shall do it.
Our house is empty. Our mother is nowhere to be seen, nor our sister. That might not be good.
Have you
Maybe they won the lottery and moved out.
It's for my son. He's sick.
Actually, the
He
whole
hasn't
way
had
that
clean clothes to wear or
these
anything to
dwarves
eat today.
work is if
Neither have I.
Dwarven woman bears a child for a noble that ends up being male, them and their family get moved up, and she had a noble that was interested in her. So,
moving on up.
Thank you. That a stranger would
Oh,
care so
dear.
much when my own family barred me from their halls unless I'm willing to. But no, I can't bear to even think of it. My name is Erlenda.
You went with
I
one of
wasn't
them
always
rich
like
baby
this.
daddies.
I was born to a mining caste family. We weren't wealthy, but I never went hungry before. Now it's all gone, and it's my own fault. Ancestors curse me, but there's nothing I can do to set it right. My son's father is casteless, as is he. My parents have disowned me unless I agree to abandon the child in the deep roads and pretend I never bore him. I cannot abandon my baby. The Shapers teach
Jesus
that only
fucking
children of
Christ.
true lineage exist,
What?
not those born castless. They never carried a child. He
Basically,
cries like any other infant, and
because
smiles when
the
he's warm
Dwarven
and full.
woman
I can't kill him
fell
because
for
of an
someone who
accident
was
of birth.
castless
An
and
accident
had a
I
child,
forced on him?
her family has exiled her.
Yeah, happens.
You would do that? But why?
You should have brought back a doctor.
Then I cannot offer enough gratitude. But I warn you, my father is a
Yeah, well,
stiff-necked man. His name is Ordell.
The dwarves
He's
here
usually at
also were
Taster's in
like,
the
yeah,
evening.
you're
I
castless.
do
You
not
cannot
think
be
he
a
will
fight
listen to you.
a warrior. You're
But I
more
will
likely
wait
to hurt
anxiously
yourself
see if you can do what
than
you
hurt
promised.
the enemy. So you are not allowed weapons.
Did they tell that to you? Because they're not entirely wrong.
That's
there is
castless
foundation
in
for
general.
this. I mean, specifically in your case, there is precedent for that. Just want to put that out there.
I have not cut myself with a knife in years, thank you.
And yet you still manage to blow yourself up in every game we play. Am I wrong?
That's just bad throws. That actually reminds me, I feel like it was like a red versus blue type skin I came across. Where they like shooting in Halo, one guy throws the grenade because they're behind a wall, it goes over, that guy goes to throw one, and it's one of those like spike ones that stick. Like not the plasma, but the other ones.
Brute grenades.
Yeah. Right smack center of the wall. And he's just like, really? Really? He's like, what? The wall got in my way.
Who are you?
The fact that it was the wall got in my way is something
and
that I
that's
could
not much
most
of a uniform.
certainly see you saying.
Oh, you looking for a
Was it
chance
me?
to bring in some coin? Could be I have that opportunity. Especially for someone with a few...
In fact, I would
above ground.
not be surprised in the slightest if there was a clip of that somewhere.
Human kings, you know, they make these ridiculous laws. Like about who gets to buy and sell lyrium. The sacred gift the stone provides us to show her love. No law should regulate that. The
I'm not
laws are
necessarily
meant
the
to
greatest
keep
when it comes
mages
to
away
throwing
from the stuff. So
weapons,
there's always
grenades,
buyers in
but
the circle tower.
shit happens.
I got one man named Godwin. He's expecting a delivery of a
Happens
stone.
an awful lot more when it comes to being around you when you're throwing them.
I could see fit to, say, sell you that lyrium instead, at the reasonable price of 50 sovereigns. You can keep it, or, since you can travel freely from here, sell it to Godwin, who you know is buying. And if you bring back his return order, I can pay you, say, 20 sovereigns as a finder's fee.
I'm trying to go a little bit fancier this time.
I don't think so. Boys!
It's your time
Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna be as much as back when my character was down here and that, trying to get ahead, he probably would have taken that deal. Now that we're gone to the surface and that, it's like, no. We have grown above that stuff.
You've grown above
Maker's
drugs.
blessing
Drugs are
on
bad,
you,
MK.
The Maker brought forth this world and every creature in it. He chose a human woman as his prophet and bride, but he loves all races. I'm Brother Burkle of the Red Cliff Chantry, returned to my ancestors' land to spread the chant of light.
Even in the very bowels of the earth, we hear no end
You know what?
of this chant.
Crew going fancy
And that is
until
something
they
to
fix
rejoice
their,
in, good
their
sister.
building system.
I'm petitioning to open a chantry at Orzammar. The Shaperid controls changes in Orzammar's structure and society. I need the Shaper of Memory's permission to open a prayer meeting. Oh, I'd hoped you'd say that. I can see the Maker's hand on your shoulder, guiding you always. Please let me know as soon as you've heard anything.
I mean, end of the day, though, I kind of came to the conclusion when I started the game and just this whole starting as a dwarf and a commoner at that. It's like the dwarves need to kind of change their ways.
A brand in the commons. And outfitted like a topsider, no less. Good.
Nah, it's fine.
Let people
They
see
live in a
castless
caste
have
system.
a
They're like
purpose.
ants.
The more cracks in the old way, the better. That's what Balin
It's
stands
true.
for. I'll take your gold. You're good for that.
I also like how the merchants that wouldn't even talk to me before are sitting there now being like, oh, you're branded as a castless, but you're got the gear of an outsider. We'll talk to you now, because you've definitely got money.
Yeah, you're no longer a broke-ass bitch. Are they wrong?
Yes.
They are. You don't have any money.
I wasn't broke when I was down here the first time. They just looked at my face and went, you're marked, you're castless, you've got nothing.
Yeah, you have nothing. You're a broke-ass bitch. You have no prospects. Get out of here. Go on.
The funnier thing is, looking at their inventory, it's like, you get nothing I want.
Then don't buy anything.
Right, I wanted to put Alistair in the Templar armor, but I didn't find all the pieces. I only found the helmet and the chest piece.
Could have done another lap.
Yeah, knowing me, later on I'll do a playthrough on my own time. 'Cause I want to keep moving to a degree, right? Like, you feel if you stay in an area too long, it just slow the whole thing down. It just kind of gets dull. We're gonna put you in that armor because that gives you health regeneration as well, and you're a stronger healer, so if we can keep you alive longer.
Crap, I'm gonna have to frame
Welcome
for
to
one
Jan family
roof
armors.
tile.
I assume you have some kind of dispensation to let you wear all that. Many apologies. I had to ask. So, what can I help you with? Of
Oh,
course.
no, I'm not.
Keep in mind, we also take items on trade.
Rock knocker.
Does it knock rocks?
It's a helmet.
Well, I guess depending on how clumsy you are, it might knock rocks.
Yeah, none of the armor you have available I could use. None of my guys have that level of strength to be able to wield it, so...
Excuse me, do you have a moment? Oh, I actually was talking to your companions, or are you from the surface too? I've been trying forever to find someone who really knows the surface world. I don't suppose you've heard of something called the Circle?
And I just ran into a dwarf asking about the circle, which is where we were just at.
Is everything okay over there? Yeah, it's definitely fine. Don't worry about it.
I've sent missives with every caravan, but I never get a reply. I want to know if they would accept me for study. No dwarf has ever studied at the Circle of Magi. I guess you never read First Enchanter Caitlin's treatise concerning dwarfs and the non-heritability of magic. He tested dwarfs from 20 bloodlines and found they couldn't perform any level of spell casting, regardless of lyrium exposure or time on the surface. The Circle speculates that lyrium in the stone shields us from spiritual influences, and over time made us immune to them. I want to go to the Circle to study.
I assure you that desire will depart the moment you arrive.
I don't want to do magic. No dwarf can cast spells, but I don't see why I shouldn't study it. It would be a valuable exchange. Orzammar would learn of one of the great natural forces of the surface. And the Circle gains direct access to our knowledge of lyrium smithing.
You literally said dwarves cannot do magic. But you still want to... But... Well, no, because in Dragon Age, even that requires magic. Dwarves in Dragon Age have no way to connect, like, to the Fae or the magical realm.
Isn't that the game that has Buddy who does all your enchantments? Or is it 2 that has that?
What, the guy that's dumber than a doornail, but... Like, literally...
like, legitimately special and just has enchantment?
Yes, that's the first one. Like that he is in my camp right now. I go up to him and he goes, enchantment? Enchantment!
He's special.
I don't think they're dwarves, though.
Yeah, they definitely are. At least he is.
But also, too, they've talked... He even says, like his father says, they talk to a Tranquil, and he's like, he's more powerful than a Tranquil.
Yeah, he's special.
That would be wonderful. My name is Dagna, daughter of Janar of the Smithcast.
He's just a simple boy.
Tell them I've already begun reading the Tevinter Imperium's Verticum Kadab, and it's just fascinating. Did you know the Imperial Magister Lords once had genealogies of every human family known to produce a mage child? Oh, I'll go pack my bags right now. I'll be waiting by my father's shop.
Okay, then.
Greetings, and welcome to Garen Garrison's luxury goods shop. Wow, there are a lot of you. And I've never seen one of those before. The things they come up with. What was I saying?
Alright, so in one night of hauling ass around, other than me having to restart the server to get more trees.
I have some lovely things here. Lyrium enhanced, of course.
Glad I got those toolboxes. All I have to say. You interact with this from outside? No, good.
Not really seeing anything in there that I would like. That's the diamond quarters. That looks like how it leads to the roads.
It must have been very difficult for you and your mother, Morrigan, to live always hiding from the Chantry and its hunters.
Your pitying tone is as unwelcome as it is unnecessary, old woman. There was nothing difficult about our lives in the slightest.
But surely you must have drawn notice from time to time. No matter how powerful you claim to be, you would not wish the full attention of the Chantry.
Hunters did come into the wilds from time to time. They did not leave.
And the interest of the Chantry was never aroused. I find that difficult to believe.
I imagine you find many things difficult to believe. Your own preference for the leash you wear, for instance.
There are good reasons for the world to fear mages, even despite our best intentions.
Your best intentions, perhaps. Their fear concerns me not at all.
Honestly, that was kind of an interesting conversation to listen to. Because my party has both the mage from the Circle and Morgan, who is a witch of the wilds. That was quite the interesting conversation between the two.
Yeah.
I was literally talking about the Chantry and that sending hunters and that, and like how their things were.
Welcome to... You? What are you doing here? Did the Grey Wardens realize what a poor choice they made?
I walk into the room, the guy I've got to talk to is the guy that literally fucking exiled me, and he's just like, welcome to the... You?
Then I'll pray to the ancestors for Orzammar, and for the world. We're opening the roster in a few hours.
It makes me kind of happy to think of just how much of an impact I had in here. Okay.
Oh, I almost built a wall rack. I'm glad I stopped myself.
Yeah, because as soon as you get a
upgrade, it destroys it. Yeah. Oh, I thought I had an electric cooking station. Oh, I do. It's right there. I was concerned for a second. I don't have a pan, though. It was unfortunate.
Are you still in the dwarf area?
No, I'm back to the dwarf area.
You couldn't figure out how to progress in the dwarf area. Where did you go?
Actually, I wandered around collecting side quests, and I've just gotten to the dwarf area. Thank you, Crown.
Did you go to Denerim in the end?
So I have raged over Witherfang and finished that. I just finished the Circle of Magi, and then I got here. And
you still haven't gone to Denerim yet?
No. I couldn't remember which one was the one that I could go to safely, and which one was the...
So you can't go to... If you go to Redcliffe, you need to do the event there before you leave. Otherwise, you kind of fuck yourself.
that cloud hanging over everything for
But you can go to Denerim, fine.
Do you
And
think
that's the
you'll be
capital
there?
city.
To help rebuild, I mean, once this is all over with.
And that's where the shops are
cannot
if you need to
say.
buy stuff.
Even if I
I mean,
survive this flight,
I haven't been doing
I'm
too
a
bad in
very
that
only
sense.
woman, Alistair.
Why?
You
Because of
still
some
need
grey
injury
hair?
kits.
You are a formidable woman.
If you're interested,
You
Crayon,
can see what
they just
I think you
updated Scum,
overestimate the number
What do
of
they
years
add?
and
I
all
have
the
left.
servers had a soft reset. So
Oof.
we're
But perhaps you were right.
all of our bases are
Perhaps the
gone.
memories of
I
what happened
am in
there
the process of
were
rebuilding
too
my.
strong for me to face.
I have a hard time
I'm
believing
good
that.
I'm good at the moment. It's late here. I was just gonna hop on because I noticed that Rex was playing Origins and it was still in the dwarf area.
Now, back in the dwarf area. You've
So,
seen
which
the
dwarf
fact that I left.
Which dwarf area are you gonna help? Which dwarf are you gonna help?
I'm not sure yet.
Well, I will tell you, I've only ever helped one of the dwarves and I've regretted it. Well, back then I didn't regret it, but I regret it now.
Oh, because of effects that it carried on?
No, because as I've grown up, I've realised that while the other dwarf back then I thought he was a colossal cunt, I actually understand that he's actually a lot better for the dwarves now.
Perspective.
Yeah.
I mean, isn't that like how the one game or the one meme goes? Growing up, you idolize the hero. When you get older, you understand the villain.
I'd more call it when you're 20, you're a liberal. When you're 40, you're a conservative.
I don't know. I fall somewhere in the middle, I guess, on that one.
Oof.
But yeah, like one of them when I was a kid, I thought was, oh yeah, he's like the best one for the city. And as I've grown up, I've realized, oh no, he's not. He's not the good one.
Yeah. Lessons were learned. Mistakes were made.
I can't believe it. I heard a dwarven Grey Warden came to Orzammar and I couldn't...
Hey, we found our sister!
Look at you. My little brother, the returning hero. And with quite
You
the
are
unusual entourage.
concerningly happy about that.
Oh,
it means she lived.
Oh, he'll be even happier.
I'm hearing banjos in the background.
He'll be even happier, to be honest. In a bit.
Did it actually happen? I was just wondering because my first stop was our house in that opening area, and I noticed they were gone. So I was telling Unholy how she was found someone interested in her that was cast, and therefore was trying to move up.
Yeah, I just realised you're probably going to pick the guy I didn't now. I've just realised. If you're playing it like a loyal brother.
What's wrong? All the news from the surface says terrible things are happening. Darkspawn attacks and a civil war among the humans.
They also put the cruiser back in Scum, which makes me happy.
Ancestors, save us. I was afraid you'd say that. I hate this. Until there's a king, the Assembly would let the world collapse rather than bow to anyone's better judgment. But
Everything fixed.
I'm Balin's concubine now.
I don't think the tires are
I know
fixed
his
yet.
chief lieutenant, Vartag Gavorn. He can help you if anyone can.
She did move up.
Very much so. Do you know who Balin is?
Isn't that one of the brothers of the original king? Like,
Yeah, he's in line for the throne.
to be fair, in my other one where I was trying to learn some of the systems, so I was playing on Nightmare, I played Dwarf but Noble start.
Ah, so you know what happens to your noble dwarf then?
So...
He may be suspicious at first.
Yeah, my first playthrough was as a dwarven noble, so you can probably see why I went with the one I went with.
Rika, I'm at the Assembly. This is no place for a woman. What do you mean by this?
Vartag, this is my brother. He comes on behalf of the Grey Wardens with dreadful news.
Of course, I wasn't thinking. It would be hard not to notice the Grey Warden and his
eclectic entourage. I hear you seek the aid of Orzamar's finest. Yes, the treaty. I've seen it in the Shaper's libraries. Now, the difficulty is that the treaty only compels our king, and we are sadly lacking one of those right now.
But also, too, just with the returning here and how they are politically, being Canadian and our politics shit show, I'm already leaning away from the group of people trying to make the decision, if I'm being completely honest.
Wait, who are you leaning towards? Are you leaning towards Harriman or Balin?
I'm basically, I wasn't a whole. The argument that when we walked in, and the guy got murdered right in front of us as we walked in, was basically, this guy's supposed to be the rightful heir, but the scholars or whatever that's making the choices don't want to give up the power.
Yeah. So Balin is the actual blood heir to the throne because he's Idukin's son.
Which
Lord
should
Idukin's
be
son.
how it goes.
Which is how it goes. However, Harrowmount doesn't think that Balin is... Well, he says that Balin is a tyrant and shouldn't get the power, but there's actually another reason why Harrowmount doesn't want him to get the power.
I mean, depending on the reasoning, because I will say, if you didn't catch it there, Crayon, or go back and watch it, I did side with Witherfang with that.
And you killed the wizard.
Yes.
You want to know what the other option is?
Oh, I even tried to technically, go the other way of killing Wither. I was stuck in, an hour and a half death loop there.
That's not the other way. Do you want to know what the other way is?
Okay, then no. If I didn't have it as an option, I don't want to know.
I think you do. It's just not one that you think is actually going to be allowed.
As far as I'm aware, my only two options were A or B. I was unaware of essentially what you're saying of C.
So,
now
do you want to know that you're not ever going to play this again, though, are you?
Probably am.
Oh, okay.
That's part of it.
I think getting C, to do C, you've got to think like a real scumbag. I'm just going to tell you that.
I mean, think about it. I've still got my other save. I haven't progressed since I got out from Witherfang and this. I haven't played that other one, but I have already come across things that I had missed on this save going through. So, where in this one I ended up killing the Great Ant because I couldn't beat Buddy in the
crazy son of a bitch.
I couldn't kill him and never found the stuff or sold the stuff, not knowing to trade with him to get the acorn.
To be fair, I never knew about the trade, so I just fucking killed him each time.
So, yeah,
My prince is the rightful king, but a disappointing number of lords back the
Who
upstart
did you say you were
Harrowmount
thinking of
throne.
siding with at the moment?
If you show your support for Prince Balin, he might be able to assist with your requests.
I mean, I'm looking at it in the sense of, at least over here in Canada, with how our politics are, a group doesn't necessarily work either.
So you want the strongman?
They were already going with the kings and rightful heirs and shit like that, so I want the dwarves to change, but I don't think a group deciding that is going to work either.
Oh my goodness.
Unironically enough, that's not actually the angle this is going with. Which is interesting. It's not going with a group versus strongman.
Well, that's the picture I've had painted so far, so
I
shut your lips otherwise.
If you do a lot of the dialogue, I think you find out what the actual conflict is eventually.
You must understand, Haramont hides behind his good reputation while sending spies and assassins. Balin can't know who to trust. It's been like a knife in the heart for Balin to see so many of his father's men stand.
We killed the guy that was trying to keep us under his thumb on the way out, so... I don't even remember what his name was.
Would you be willing to prove
Oh, you killed the
Haramont has engaged in a campaign of bribery and coercion to ensure that every house
what's his name that was whoring out our sister and giving us...
Yeah, you killed him.
Yeah.
Were to approach certain key members, perhaps with
It was him or me, okay?
And you chose him, which is the wise choice.
Which I suppose you
Or is
have.
it?
I'm certain, my Lord Prince.
It extended my lifespan.
Oh, you picked up Win. Got Win in your party.
I also have the assassin in my party, too. I just picked them up.
Deverin. Make sure you give him lots of presents and make him love you.
I have already said I'm not using the gift system.
Okay. I'm just going to tell you that you're missing,
Haramont
like, that is
promised the
actually an
same
integral
portion
part
of
of
his
the game.
estate to
It's
two
not an
different
add-on or
Deshers,
anything.
Lady Dace and Lord Helmy. Oh, excuse me, 2 assembly members. Desher is their
Like,
fourth.
gifts were in the base game.
Haramont can't possibly grant it to both of them.
They are
But
not
they
a
won't
DLC.
find out until after the vote is
The
cast.
DLC
I have
that
copies
this
of
game
the
has is
promissory
it gives you
notes
like 2
Haramont
cheat
gave
items.
each
One
of
that
them. Once we see
completely
those,
tanks your
they should
reputation
both
with them,
be
and one that cheats it all the way to max.
Lady Dace doesn't leave the quarter much.
Like,
But
you are
Lord
meant to
Helmy's
use the
adventure
gifts.
likes to spend
Hell,
his time
some
at
gifts
Tapster's
bring up
and
special
conference.
dialogue.
Remember, don't tell them you got these.
Because they are special gifts that you
learned
you
of
can
them
only
and
give
drew
to
your
one
own
companion.
And I've probably sold them here, there, and everywhere.
Oh, why do you do this? I even explained that the gift is not a fucking DLC.
What did you expect?
And I also explained the fact of I don't want it where my companions are with me, not because they like the person and the choices I make, but because I give them shiny things.
Like, have any of their fucking relationships actually shifted up and down with you?
As far as I'm aware, yes.
You can check it in
I'm
the character
literally
menu.
doing that right now. Yeah.
Barely.
Alistair apparently hasn't really moved, but he's been up and down with my choices the whole time. Morgan's is a little lower. But, yeah.
The assembly is in session, and to
I
acquire...
realise you don't have a rogue in your party anymore.
Yes, but I have 2 healers, which has helped out with not getting knocked on my ass constantly.
At least you've at least diversified your mages so they don't all have the same shit.
The one we just picked up hasn't really leveled up, so I haven't taught her anything.
They're
And
a
Morgan
spirit
has like the
healer.
base.
Yeah, luckily Rin is a spirit healer, I think, isn't she?
Yeah, so
Did
she
you
can
know?
literally revive us from dead.
Yeah.
And Morgan has basic healing?
Basic heal, that's basically the only one you need. Because, if I remember correctly, the other
Your
ones
mind
in the
is
healing
going
tree
to
aren't
dust
that
if you
good.
think we would pass such a writ. Half our houses would go broke without the surface trade.
The proposal is only effective until we have a king to ensure we are respected by the surfacers.
Leaving you conveniently positioned to take over all contracts. I'll see your head on a pike first.
Desher's lords and ladies of the Assembly. I've already doubled the guard to prevent violence. Must I summon more?
Steward Bandalore, Balin's sympathizers are tying our hands with trivialities. They may as well
That's always
open
a
us
good
to
sign.
the sky.
I suggest we put the matter to a vote.
And I suggest you have a taste of my family's mace.
Enough. The Assembly is
What's
in
that?
recess until the members can regain
When the guy
control of their
says,
emotions.
look, I've already doubled the amount of guards in this room, do I need to get more?
The answer is always yes.
Or the fact of, we should put this to a vote. I think you should taste our family's mace.
Dwarven politics. It's not very subtle.
it's not very clean. Dwarven
It
politics
really-
sounds like it's going to be a bloody mess,
Oh, it is a bloody mess.
but that's going
You know
to
it's a
be
bloody
a
mess.
bloody mess for next time.
If you think all the down dirty dealings you've already done just to get to this point, it's bad enough. It gets worse.
I mean, it's interesting. It's definitely getting interesting.
I will say the Dwarven politics section is really good intrigue. It's done very well.
I mean, so far, I hated the elves. Just the fucking...
Yeah, the elves kind of just okay. Go kill things in this dungeon.
Well, not only that, but if maybe it's just the fact that I went straight there out of the gate. I felt like I shouldn't have been able to, because I was like, it more or less kicked my ass repeatedly.
So the
where
game
Circle of
works
Magi was very much use your brain, figure it
So
out.
the game works off of a level scaling system.
Yeah.
So
Then I was just
because
getting
you went to
crappy
its-
rolls.
So no, so I believe the Elven Woods, it goes from level 7 to 14 in level scaling. And I think the
So basically,
Mage Circle is 5 to 10.
So basically what you're saying is, yes, I chose the wrong area to start in.
Yeah, you could have gone to Denerim, done side quests, and then gone
Yeah.
to the other ones. You could have just run around in circles in Lothering and just kept killing shit.
But anyways, that's a discussion for another time.
Never.
Probably another Dragon Age stream. Because we're at 9 o'clock.
Woo!
Appreciate having you guys join in as much as Crayon you hopped in late.
Yeah, buddy.
I mean, you're 5 hours ahead. What can we say? Like, the fact you're still
2
up.
in the morning here.
Yeah,
I'm fucking tired.
Exactly. But, yeah, guys. Like I said, we're going to wrap it up here. We will be back tomorrow night, 6 p.m. EST, for more Void Crew 1.0 shenanigans. Got some shit to figure out on that. Learn those new systems and whatnot. But yeah, till then, guys, don't forget, like, subscribe, follow, push all the buttons. Heck, join the Patreon. Definitely join the Discord. It's one of the few places I remember to update. And we will see you next time. Bye-bye.